For these two teams warming up on the floor right now, the story yesterday on day one of the tournament was 3 sets. One team, and that was Pomi, Casalmaggiore of Italy, they lost in 3 sets against FIVB of Turkey. On the other hand, Rexona-Sesc Rio won against PSL F2 Logistics Manila. The Philippines is the venue, and this is an old young country with a rich history and culture where people are accustomed to welcoming the world. And the volleyball world has been welcomed as well to the Mall of Asia Arena, a former seashore place, but now has been transformed into an entertainment and shopping facility. And it is a joy to have all of you here at the Mall of Asia Arena as we welcome you to day 2 of competition.
And now, here in Pool A, you see Rexona-Sesc is going up against Pomi Casalmaggiore. Casalmaggiore Vitra had their first win yesterday, as well as Rexona. Casalmaggiore Vitra won against Pomi Casalmaggiore yesterday. And Rexona also won against F2 Logistics.
And that is the assembly of teams in Pool A. So far, the points have been scored by the two teams that you have mentioned. Some very good players are warming up on this floor, and they all played yesterday.
Yeah, you know, the story yesterday was that Pomi Casalmaggiore had a very difficult time in having those first balls. Maybe it's also because it is the first time for them to be in the FIVB Club World Women's Championship this year. The gelling of the team seemed to not be there yesterday, and I'm pretty sure today they're going to come out with a better output because they really got disappointed in their game yesterday.
Boy, coach from the team coach said it's an incredible match, but we were not able to gel today because we made a lot of mistakes. On the other side, this is their opponent, Rexona-Sesc.
Yes, Rexona-Sesc won yesterday in 3 sets against Manila's F2 Logistics. And the reason for that is because they had very solid net defense. Of course, it really helps that they have 2015's Club World Championships best blocker earning 10 points in Carol Da Silva. And also Gabby Guimaraes also contributed a lot there. Also helped that they had the 2-time Olympian Fabi in their side of court.
Despite the fact that they lost the lead in the 3rd set against PSL F2 Logistics, they held on too much to work with for the hometown team. The lineup of Pomi Casalmaggiore of Italy.
Pomi Casalmaggiore's average height is 6 feet and their average age is 28. This one is like the United Nations because in this team you've got 2 from the US, 3 from Croatia, 1 from Serbia, 1 from Romania, and 6 from Italy. Maybe that's the reason why the gelling was amiss.
And this is the complete lineup. We will note the player number 13, Fabrice, and 16, Terossi. These were the big guns yesterday. Guerra came in, number 12, coming off the bench as he provided some scoring shot, but not enough against the team from Turkey. The lineup on the other side for Rexona-Sesc Rio.
The average height for this team is 5'9", and their average age is 27. Now, the good thing about this team is that most of them are from Brazil. There's only one import from the Netherlands, and that's Anne Bausch. Maybe that's the reason why camaraderie, gelling wasn't really a big problem for them. And that's why they were able to attack from all sides. They had attackers from the left, the right, at the back, even in the middle.
And there seems to be a chemistry that the other side will have to still work on too. Our first referee for this match is Kang Joo-hee of Korea. The second referee, the man downstairs, I'm not being, it's a lady who is the lady will be the first referee at the top. Liu Jiang will be the one downstairs. Let's listen to the formal introductions.
Good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome to the FIVB Women's Club World Championship Manila 2016. Let us meet our teams for this match.
First, Pomi Casalmaggiore from Italy. Welcome here on court. Player number 16, the captain, Valentina Tirozzi. Libero with the number 5, Ima Siresi. Number 1, Lucia Bacchi. With the number 3, Carly Lloyd. With the number 4, Clara Peric. Number 6, Carmen Marinella Turlea. With the number 8, Lauren Chipmayer. Number 9, Lucia Bosetti. With the number 10, Giulia Cibertini. Number 12, Anastasia Guerra. With the number 13, Samantha Fabris. With the number 15, Joanna Stefanovic. And with the number 18, Tamara Susic.
And now here is the team from Brazil, Rexona-Sesc from Rio, starting with team captain number 5, Regiane. And we have number 14, Fabi. Number 1, Gabby. Number 2, Mayhala. Number 6, Jusli. Number 7, Camilla. Number 19, 9, Victoria. Number 10, Monique. Number 11, Buis. Number 12, Roberta. Number 13, Eloa. Number 15, Carol. Number 16, Stephanie. And number 17, Drusilla. Good luck to both teams for this match.
And here we are with both our squads acknowledging each other, and it should be quite a battle. The Brazilians, their style of play familiar to Filipino audiences and to the world as well. And on the other hand, I agree with you completely that it's a work in progress for the team from Italy. And we have Kang Joo-hee of Korea as the first referee, the woman at the top, while downstairs it will be Liu Zhang of China. One day I'm sure will happen, and I'm sure it has happened already. There will be both females, both at top and then somewhere downstairs as well.
Oh, I can't wait for that to happen.
As we take a look at the coach of Casalmaggiore, Giovanni Caprara. On the other hand, it's Bernardo Rezende. There must be different energy on the side of Pomi today because, you know, when you've lost your first game, boy, you have no choice. You got to win. It's a short tournament.
That's right, and I'm sure, you know, yesterday when they lost, well, let's talk about the starting lineup first. Fabrice was the one who did a lot of damage against their opponent yesterday.
Vitra.
Yeah, Jajibansi Vitra. They were always going to her, and you know, Carly Lloyd couldn't really distribute her sets well because the first ball was very elusive.
Fabrice had a total of 7 points yesterday, but she was the leading scorer. Samantha Fabrice was the leading scorer for the team from Italy. On the other side of the floor, we have the starting lineup of Rexona-Sesc Rio.
There you go. You've got a number of national players here from the Brazilian national team. You've got Pavel, of course, you've got Oliveira, their libero, and Gabby, who's #1. A lot going for that team. I don't think really that there's going to be much of a problem in terms of gelling.
The leading scorers for them yesterday when they won against PSLF2 Logistics Manila were Ann Bugis as well as Anna Carolina de Silva. There's a tendency in international sports to just use the nicknames because of the length of the last names, especially if you come from a Spanish-speaking country or a Portuguese-speaking country, in the case of Brazil, then that. Sometimes they combine the last names and it becomes extremely long. The tailor of the uniforms hate him.
I'm pretty sure.
The designer says, your name will not fit into the uniform. And we are underway with this game, the last game on the schedule today. And that's a quick that is easily handled by the Rio side. The drop. Cecil Resi she was hard at work yesterday. Oh, but too long on that first try coming from Pomi.
You know, right now, since it's just the beginning, maybe the adrenaline hasn't really been controlled yet. Too much excitement on the floor for the beginning of the match.
But you noticed yesterday that they had too many service errors.
Yes, I really noticed that, and that's why Tirozzi was saying that they really felt so bad losing that game with so many errors.
Well, at least those opening day jitters are gone, and now it's time to settle in because the tournament is so short. You need wins as quickly as possible, and I think only the top 2 teams of each group will really have a chance to move forward. Here's a reverse set. Pomi is firing, unable to complete it. The other way, it is blocked.
And that's the strength of Rexona-Sesc. It's really their net defense. And when you have Carol De Silva in front, it's really going to be very dangerous.
Tirozzi all dressed up, but nowhere to go on that particular shot. Tirozzi is quite a scorer. She can get her game going. That's Valentina Tirozzi, number 16. They go to her anew. Let's see if she can get it through. She got it through this time.
She got it through. A quick adjustment there for her. Perfect timing of that hit. Almost just hitting the tip of the fingers of the blockers of Rexona-Sesc.
Nobody was in double figures yesterday for Pomi Casalmaggiore, and they were just kept scoreless in many departments because of their mishandling of their serve. They were blocked many times. Here's an awkward attempt that time. Didn't exactly be the one that they planned. They recycle their offense. Tirozzi again rejected, but it is still playable. They go to the other end. The drop. Here comes an open set. Fabres. This is a long rally here in the early going, but it did not last very long.
And that was a good hit from Gabby Guimaraes. She saw the block, so that's why she angled it, hitting the front line. Zone 4.
And Gabby said, I've had enough of this. Let's get this over with. It is 3-2 for Rexona-Sesc in Rio. Long.
Yeah, too much power in that serve. She has to be able to control that. Less
I
they
guess
file
one of the
those.
things that, you know, when there's too much power also, you know, off the serve, sometimes it's an uncontrollable element, but you just have to keep on trying. If you have to see somebody serve perfectly all game long. Fabris, here comes a weapon. That is a weapon as well, no problem that time.
Yeah, that ball hit the net. I don't know if that was intentional, but intentional or not, it gave them the point.
Watch this.
There
Nope.
goes that set.
I think she hit her, Barreto actually ended up hitting her fingertips there. 4-3 in favor of the team from Brazil. Tirozzi again rejected, but they recycle the offense.
It seems like Carly Lloyd is always going to Tirozzi. Maybe she should distribute her sets because the blockers of Rexona-Sesc already know that it's Tirozzi. See, that's why they've well placed. They're well placed.
Here comes Tirozzi anew.
Again.
Here comes a one-handed push to the other side. Lucia gets to it. Nice drop. Low, but
backing.
still in play. Tirozzi. Down the middle. It is on the corner.
And if you can hang that way, you can bang that way. I mean, that was a good hang time there from Ann Bausch. So much power in that hit going to zone 5.
He looks like a cool dude in his shades. And it's nighttime in the Philippines, but he says, okay, too many lights. Here's a nice push, double block, and it is out.
Gabby saw that there were tall blockers in front of her, and so she played a trick on them, earning that point with an off-the-block hit.
Technical timeout is not observed here, but one is taken at 7-3.
e a dare qualità alle coperture. Carli, questa è una partita che è necessario usare una pipe sugli scambi prolungati nei contrattacchi, perché altrimenti quando sei in prima linea il 4 è fast, vanno in difficoltà, su cui si attaccano 2 o 3 volte di seguito, ok? Perché ogni tanto scarica con Bosetti o con Lucia quando sei in prima linea, dai!
One day you and I should study Italian.
Yeah,
I know
beautiful
you studied
language.
French, but it's Italian that we should study next, so that we will be the experts. Because there's so much volleyball going on in Italy, and their coaches work around the world, and they're very interesting as far as their volleyball culture is concerned. Currently, it's 8-3. And what is Pomi not doing correctly at this juncture?
Well, right now, I think the sets have to be distributed more. I mean, they're just going to 2 hitters. Of course, it doesn't hurt that you've got a powerful hitter in Pomi's number 13. That's Samantha Fabris. You can always also go to the second back row hitters, because the blockers of Rexona-Sesc already know that there are only 2 hitters, and those are Fabris and Tarozzi.
A bit of variety in that last play as Fabris scored. They go to her anew, but that ball is alive. It has a life of its own. Sengresi keeps it in play the other way. Lucia gets it to life. And she was really shackled yesterday. She could not get anything going.
That's right, because the opponent at that time, Jajibasi Hidra, they were really dominating the net defense, and that's why every attack that they had was just very difficult for them to get through. But this time, the middle blocker of Rexona-Sesc was late. That's why the attack went through.
8-5 is the count. It's 5 serves against 8. That's through the blocks. Sengresi unable to lift it up.
And that hit was from Monica Pavel, and she came from behind. So that was a bit of a surprise for the defense. Look at that. There was such a big gap in between the blockers.
This ultra-fast flag is presented to you by PLDT Mobile Terra Plan 699. Ang pinakaabot kayang internet ng mga pamilya. Action continues. It's a set. Lucia. Sia is in the air trying to block. Fabris. The dink is caught. Recycled offense. It's on the ground.
And that's a powerful hit from number 9, Lucia Bosetti.
Who feels a little more confident today. Not too many long arms confronting her. Not too many tentacles at the net today.
And right now, Pomi is, they're communicating more now than they were yesterday. So that's one of the differences that we can observe.
Giovanna Stevanovic and her serve currently in play. Here becomes Roberta with her set. That is rejected and out of reach. It is now 7-9.
Blockers of Pomi were very well synchronized. They were very close to each other. That's why the ball of Rexona could not go in.
Against Stevanovic, serving her second journey there. Roberta and her set. Monique dinks it over. Fabris rejected, but picked up. Lucia, no, it's down and out.
Lucia tried to get that with a dive there, but you know, that comeback was just so fast for her to be able to respond immediately.
True. And you know, Lucia her confidence was growing, and suddenly the defense said, "What confidence are you talking about?
Yeah.
Let's jam her."
We're stopping you.
Here's the pickup. Lucia gets to it. Here's a dink on an off-speed attempt. Roberta with the reverse. Here's a push. Oh, what a great pancake. That's perfect for breakfast tomorrow. Here comes the set that drops inside. Lucia keeps it afloat. The reverse by Carly. Down the middle. Oh, and Stevanovic is, or rather Tirossi is caught with her hand in the cookie jar.
The triple blockers were there for her. There was no way that ball was ever going to go in.
This is a proud volleyball tradition, Brazil.
Yes.
Of course, Filipinos still remember the time when Leila Barros came here in 98, 99, that era. Boy, I never saw her in Manila, but when she played in the 2000 Olympics, I got the whole point why Manila went bananas over her.
Pretty player and a powerful hitter.
And then that facial expression, I think people still remember that here today. That is a turning point for volleyball in this country, that Grand Prix tournament.
I think so.
Lloyd's service in play. But the ball, here's the problem that Pomi seems to be experiencing. They cannot sustain their offense. Their back suddenly dies in the water.
Yeah, it really doesn't help the Pomi defense when you've got the Netherlands import of Rexona in Bausch.
That's a great shot by Fabri. She's trying her earnest best. Oh, Silvestre is at work. The reverse, nice decision. Nice dig that time by Lucia. It's caught. Better defense at the net. Reverse. Gotcha! Oh, but that should be accelerated.
That was well read by Iba Meyer. You know, they saw that that setup was just going to be given to Pavao, and you know, they read it well. They were there on time, and their hands were really as strong as a wall.
That's why she was elated with that development. Here's Lucia with her serve in play. Roberta off speed. Brazilians trying to mix up their punches actually. Long.
Too much power in that hit, went long.
Our score right now is 13-9, as 13 will be serving against 9. Still in the first set. De Rossi having some reception problems, but nothing with a spike.
Yeah, that was a misreceive there from De Rossi, but because the teammates were really active, you know, they were on their toes, they were quick to respond, and they were able to set her up. A good timing there from De Rossi.
Let's work with Lauren Gibbermeyer. Volleyball makes it.
Monique really hitting zone 1 across court. Hit there so powerful, and you know, the blockers didn't seem to be aware that she was going to hit that ball.
Monique Marino just nailing that in the deep corner. Nobody living there. Girotti. Fabris dumps it over the set. The nice combination play. It is successful.
And when you do a combination play, it's not just a hit, it's a smash. It's really just so strong that even when you're in place, it's so difficult to control that ball.
You know, volleyball is just like a dance. Everybody just hitting their marks, their spots. Exactly. And the rest, it drops to the deck. Fabris. Yes! Is it long still?
It's long, but they're saying that there's a touch.
Our first referee, Korea, says there's a challenge. And this is the favorite thing to do for Giovanni Caprara. He had about 6 challenges yesterday. And we will review that right now.
Oh, it seemed like
Yep,
it hit
nice
the
and good.
finger
Yes, it did. That's a
of
touch.
Gabby.
Gabby Guimares is trying to hide, as if to say, I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it.
But you know, sometimes because the ball game is so fast, you hardly notice that you actually touched the ball.
You and I come from an era where there was no video.
Yeah, that's right.
But now the game is totally different as we join Samantha Pablis, 24 years old, and she was the leading scorer in that awful afternoon for this team that they lost in 3 sets to Vitra of Turkey. Oh, nice block that time. Excellently done by Yusli Barreto.
Jocelyn Barreto was on time. She knew where that ball was going to come from even before it crossed the net.
quando la palla è staccata bisogna che lavoriate fuori dal muro, non la devono toccare mai, lasciate che lavori la difesa, lo sappiamo che difendono bene, non c'è problema, ok? Sam, va bene il tuo attacco di sopra sulla parallela, ogni tanto lo cambi col pallonetto corto, ma il pallonetto corto in 4 quando c'è il libero, quando c'è il centrale no perché viene su in difesa, col centrale puoi farlo lungo.
Current count 16-11, and Coach Bernardo Rezende seems to be liking what he's seeing. I like the shades.
Yeah, why not? They have the lead.
That's flat and long from Tirossi.
Yeah, there wasn't any wrist snap there. That's why that ball went out.
Guerra will come in for the first time. She came off the bench yesterday in that losing effort by Pomi Casalmaggiore, and Guerra had scored 3 points yesterday. They're going 5-2-5. This almost exclusively here. Silvestri hard at work. That is long Lucia with a nice shot, but it is still playable. That is blocked. Clean as day.
Yeah, they thought that ball was going to go out, but it landed right on the line.
You know, somebody who's doing a great job is Roberta Ritsky, the setter, or Ratsky rather, the setter of Brazil. She is just jumping and setting up her teammates. Oh, nice block.
That's what you do when you've got the misreceive and it goes right on top of the net. You make sure that you are up for that block because the opponent is going to hit that ball hard.
It looked like a Christmas gift, but the gift was denied.
That's right. And a good denial there.
Gabi sent it airborne. Here comes a free ball from Gabi.
Good high ball there.
Silvestri over set, but that's long. That is long. Wasted opportunity.
A good idea though from Carly Lloyd and a good angle. It just went too strong, too wide.
7-point lead for Rexona. Legato, as we say, it's a Christmas gift.
And at that time, there was no blocker to defend that Christmas gift.
As usually said, now I accept the gift wholeheartedly. Barreto yesterday had 6 points in that win against F2 Logistics Manila. Here comes the set, Carly. And it stays down.
That was a relatively good receive from Fabi because that was a really sharp ball there, but nobody from Rexona-Sesc went up to get the second ball. Look at this hit. It was sharp from Giovanna Stevanovic. Save. That's a good high ball there, but nobody took the second ball.
Yep, there was a campfire over there. 20-13 is the count as 13 serves against 20. Roberta with a nice set. This with a dink. Roberta sets it up. That is well loaded, but wait, the net is shaking.
Yeah, there was a net infraction. I think that is from Iba Meyer of Pomi Casalmaggiore.
Yeah, the referee downstairs from China, Liu Jiang, noticed that quickly. That's his job. It is 21-13. Barreto. Playable. Guerra, nice pass. Drop, Lucia. Not a clean play. They might go to Lucia here. No, they don't. They go to Guerra, and that's inside. She's an instant offense person. This number 12, Anastasia Guerra.
Anastasia Guerra is nicknamed the Bomber in Italy, and that's the reason why.
That is the most peaceful looking bomber I have ever seen in my life.
Right,
And, yeah, but her volleyball skills speak louder than her. Lucia, yes, and 2 in a row from Pomi.
And at that time, the blockers weren't really in sync because the ball was able to go in between the blockers. And that's why the floor defense of Rexona-Sesc had a very difficult time receiving it. See, there you go.
Yeah, Lucia Bossetti, who was denied several times yesterday, mustered only 4 points, managing to get some production going here. Here's a set by Roberta. Ooh, Guerra keeping it very much alive. Here's the recycled offense. Block. We go to Fabris. Why am I not surprised? 3 in a row.
Fabris with a good controlled hit there. That ball landed right in front of two-time Olympian Fabio Oliveira.
You know, if you're not going to win the set, at least you mind Pomi, let's chase them. Let's give them something to think about. Because it's 22-15 with this Rexona team. They're kind of consistent.
Wow. You know, she received the ball and Bausch, and then she also did the attack. So that's technique, that's skill right there on your screen.
Interesting, her name, the way it's pronounced. It's Bausch.
Yes.
And it's spelled differently. B-U-J-I-S. Anytime, cleanly done.
Now it seems like Pomi Casalmaggiore is coming together.
Yeah, that's why they may not win the set, but if they get string points together,
Yes.
at least if their spikes are going in, their dinks are making their targets,
Right.
maybe their confidence will grow.
That was a good roll shot there from the go-to person, Fabris.
Samantha Fabris, without an H, keep that in mind. Airborne, Siresi. Fabris, rejected but out.
Again, Fabris now, earlier she had a roll shot, and then now she plays with the blockers and gets that point with an off-the-block hit. Varying her shots, that's good, or her hits rather.
In play. Ooh, just too much from Gabby.
I love the way she approaches the ball, that arm swing, the height, the elevation of her jump. It's just so nice to look at.
It's like she's a softball pitcher or a baseball pitcher or a javelin thrower going full extension.
And she makes it look so easy.
Track down, one-handed setup. That's Ima Silvestri getting to it. Ah, wide open space. This set is over.
Again, the blockers of Pomi Casalmaggiore weren't there to stop the hit of De Silva.
And De Silva and company, Carol De Silva, says, okay, let's move over to the other side. Let's take care of business quickly. We have a long day ahead of us tomorrow. But, you know, they play in the evenings, afternoon, and evening, and they train in the morning.
That's right. Well, you know, when you have that kind of training, you get this kind of result.
And it's 25-17. We will be having more volleyball from the FIVB in Manila. No anxious moments in that first set for Rexona-Sesc Rio as we take a look at the numbers.
Look at this. The attack points are the same, but the errors made the difference. Rexona-Sesc only had 2 errors compared to 8 of Pomi Casalmaggiore. And the blocks, well, you got 2 points difference there, but the errors really. Pomi Casalmaggiore really has to be, they have to be able to take that first ball. You control that first ball, don't give your setters a hard time so that the setter can distribute well the play. And you know what Rexona-Sesc did was they were very dominant in the blocks. They were very good as well in floor defense, and they had great communication. The ball was really distributed well. They had combination plays, and you can only have those when you have a good first ball, and that was the key ingredient that was missing in Pomi's first set.
Interesting gamut of emotions in the competition as our athletes prepare for the second set, first set going the way of the Brazilian side, Rexona-Sesc Rio, who also pocketed their first win yesterday. Oh, well done that time by Carly Lloyd.
Yes, I agree. That was excellently done. No look dump there from Carly Lloyd. Totally unexpected from Pomi, by Rexona rather.
If you just joined us, this is the FIVB Women's World Club Championships emanating from Manila, the Philippines. That is inside.
And Bausch, wherever you put her, she can deliver. That's why the blockers have to be in place whenever that ball gets to her.
That's long.
Good eye there from Carozzi, is not even trying to get that ball. She knew that it was shoulders up, so it's upside.
Bosch was in double figures yesterday with 10 points. Leading scorer for the Brazilian side was Roberto Ratsky, who sorry, my mistake. Anna Walsh scored 13, Monique had 10, and De Silva had 13 as well. So balanced scoring. Gabby with the attack. Here's a double whammy at the net. Marley makes it a big set there. In the meantime, second longest rally.
And team captain Carozzi leads her team in that last rally. She put that ball in between the blockers. A good angle hit there.
You know, regardless of country, when women come together, and they said the famous expression, "I told you so." I told you so.
And Gabby Guimaraes of Rexona-Sesc hit that ball really hard, and even though the blockers were there, it just went off the blockers.
There was a cluster of 4 points by Pomi earlier, but it's a matter of being consistent. They have not been able to string points together as that serve is wasted by De Silva.
Now you've got an American in Gibbemeyer, also part of the national team of the U.S.
In the meantime, that is touched before going out, and the point belongs to Rexona.
Monique Pabao was the one who made that point for Rexona. No blockers again. Middle blocker was late to stop Monique's ball.
She has a long name, Monique Marino Pabao. Oh, clean.
Smart move there from Pomi's number 15, Ivana Stefanovic. You know, just tipping that ball over right when the blockers were going down. The ball goes through.
Papa is all set to serve. She changed her position. Her coach told her to change her starting point. Gabby rejected.
Gabby really knows how to hit that ball when she's got tall blockers in front of her because Gabby isn't really that tall. She's only 5'9.5", and she's going up against 6-footers, but she knows how to handle that ball.
Gabriela Braga Guimares scored 11 yesterday.
Height is not a factor to her.
And that's been long as that now makes it 6-4. Pomi in the lead, trying to sustain it. That is out.
Again, we have back-to-back service errors from both teams. This is also what happened yesterday. A number of service errors coming from both teams.
There's just a matter of which team could manage their shortcomings, actually. This is loaded.
Yes, from Stefanovic. She goes through the blockers. There's that back set. The middle blocker of Rexona was late, but doesn't really matter because she goes down the line.
And an ultra-fast spike sent to you by PLDT Mobile Terra Plan 699. Ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya. Gabby gets to it. Roberta with a set. Monique attacking. Fabris. Point. But that is a check before it's bumped out.
Strong hit there, and you can see fire in her eyes, not just from hers, but from the entire team. It's a totally different Pomi Casalmaggiore team, different from the ones that we saw yesterday.
Yes, and Carly Lloyd got some quick instructions from her coach. That is rejected, and they're playing a little more consistently here in the second set.
Yes, they are more aggressive, and maybe that's the reason why Coach Bernardo Rezende calls for a timeout.
There are different forms of communication in sports. You can use your hands, your eyes, the arrangement of the hair, and even beads of sweat can communicate many things.
That's right. And you know, if you know your teammate well,
I agree.
you know how to move.
As we continue with action. Let's take a look at the Rexona team. What are they not doing correctly here, aside from the fact that Pomi is just playing so well as they find a connection from Bausch there?
Well, for the past points that Pomi Casalmaggiore had been taking, the blockers were late. They weren't as synchronized as in the first set. There was always a big gap in between. So they have to be able to read the offense of Pomi Casalmaggiore. And Pomi's doing a great job because now Carly Lloyd is able to distribute and come up with various plays. Look at that. Now she gets it again to Fabris, who comes from the back, but the blockers weren't able to stop her at that time. It's really timing, and the set that Carly gave her was low, so that her attack was fast.
10-6 tally. Gabby gets to it. Here's the set by Roberta. Bausch. And that will stay down. You know, sometimes when you're playing on the court, sometimes you don't get it. Why are we not playing so well? What are we not doing correctly? The mind is there. Sometimes the body functions differently, and vice versa.
That's right.
Here's Ann Bausch. Ooh, what handed set. Unable to complete it though. Gabby is foiled and out of reach.
It seemed like the coverage of Rexona, they were just standing there. They weren't really prepared for the immediate comeback from the blockers of Pomi.
And look at this. It is 11-7, and that's the play for the next sequence.
Well, good effort there from Gabby. She just wasn't able to control that save by the foot.
Excellent football skills by Gabby, and you know Brazil is one of the world powers in football as well. off the block.
It was simply naturally done by Rexona-Sesc, and they just make it look so easy. Monique, who's been in the Olympics several times, she's just so calm when she's given the ball.
Yes, good set. Good set.
Good set, good height, good space measurement from the net. That's why you got a great hit from Meyer.
It was exactly at the spot where Meyer wanted. This is the U.S. connection for the Italian team. An ultra-fast spike presented to you by PLDT Mobile Terra Plan 699. Ang pinakabot-kayang internet ng pamilya.
Yeah, remember, Carly and Meyer are both in the U.S. national team, so they played together for the longest time.
But as the way life goes in U.S. volleyball, a lot of them really have to go overseas to be able to earn a living from their sport. In the meantime, Gabby takes care of matters there. Guimares.
Blockers were there from Pomi, but she hit that ball with an angle. That's why the ball went right beside the inner blocker.
Gabriela Gabby Braga Guimares scored 11 in that win in 3 sets yesterday. 13-9 here. Just a block the net. Well said. A lot of check balls there.
Again, if you've got a good first ball, go for the middle. Go for an A-quick, and if Stevanovic is there, why not?
You know, when we use the term in the Philippines, your reception, your receive. But in most of these countries, they don't use that. What they say is our passing was excellent.
Right.
And when your passing is excellent, and that helps the setter make her job a lot easier as Gabby fires. That's got in the air by Ciresi. That is a left-handed stab. No. Recycled offense. Inside.
Hirotsi was blocked the first time. The second time that she was given to redeem herself, well, she put that in a long, she hit that ball long, hitting zone 5.
Fabris all set to serve. Nice reverse. No problem there. You knew it was coming for Justine Barreto as we check out what will be an ultra-fast spike. And this ultra-fast spike is presented to you by PLDT Mobile Terra Plan 699. Ang pinakaabot kayang internet na pampamilya.
That's a good cut shot there from Barreto.
What is the difference of a cut shot from the average or normal spike?
The cut shot is when you hit that ball, you hit it at the side, and then the position of your hand is in such a way that at the end, when you hit the side of the ball, your fingers form like a gun. That's why it's a cut shot, yes. So that's why when it's a cut shot, the ball goes to the front line more often than not.
In the meantime, that is an empty room with nobody home. You can see in the eyes of Ima Ciresi how much she wants this game. This set, at least. 16-10 for the first timer in the competition. That's loaded. Bosch, however, is muzzled. Gabby is there. Here's the setup job. Whoa! Patches!
That was a wonderful block there from Jovanis Stevanovic.
And Camila Adao is now serving as the setter for Rexona. Watch this.
You know, Jovanis Stevanovic is 6'4". She's from Serbia and she's an Olympian. So she knows her game.
17-10, timeout has just been asked.
Quando andiamo in scelta su out, dentro dall'altra parte, non andiamo a chiudere sul laterale e basta, ok? Il resto va bene, il resto ci vuole la nostra battuta che vada a prendere dove volete, però un pochino più profonda. Quando abbiamo mouse, senso che se prende il mouse
Two classic languages, Portuguese and Italian, being thrown in a very international community. I'm wondering how the Americans understand their coach. Probably is a lot of body language as well.
That's right. You know, that ball went long back, but Rexona is saying that there's a touch.
And it's a challenge. But if I'm reading Resende's mind clearly, he's looking for a stopper of his momentum. It is 17-10. Everybody's looking at the jumbo screen in the middle of this arena. They're not looking at an airplane. Watch this. Hard to tell from this angle. Is it the net touch?
Yes, I believe on the way up, Carly Lloyd touched the net. It seemed like it.
And therefore, Resende may have gotten something out of using those glasses of his.
Quick eyes there from Resende.
It was also clear.
Right.
Too long. Rally now being mounted by Rexona-Sesc. In the meantime, a timeout is requested. Is it a timeout? No, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. Coaches are pulling fast ones here.
Every point counts. So if the challenge exists, use it. Here we go. Oh, there was no touch. Look at how high that ball was.
The coach was saying, I'm just asking. I just want to know.
No harm in asking.
When I was playing volleyball, there was no way to challenge it. In the meantime, 3 straight points.
And you know,
by Rexona.
Yeah, yesterday, Rexona's also down when FIVB Logistics Manila started to string up some points. But then, Rexona woke up and started to, have several kinds of attacks, different kinds of plays called by their setter.
I think,
they were able.
Yeah, they chased it from 14-7.
That's right. So what I'm saying is Pomi Casalmaggiore should not relax yet. Even, this is just a 4-point lead.
Whistle, net touch.
Net touch there from Rexona. That's why it's a free point for Pomi Casalmaggiore.
And they're inching closer to the finish line. Watch this. Yep.
The arm hit the top tape. That was a good first ball from Gabby. She almost just gave it to their setter, Camila. And that's why she was able to do a good back set there.
Elo Pereira is in for the first time. She has a striking resemblance actually to the Silva, and I thought the Silva was still on the floor. But I like his name. Hello.
Hello. Here we go.
Middle, Fabre's favorite. Oliveira cannot get to it, but here she is, giving up a free ball. Loaded.
Yeah, see, that's the danger when you give a free ball to your front liner. It's an easy setup for an attack compared to having a high ball to the back.
You see how the ball landed just so minutely on the fingertips of Carly. Just an excellent control of the set. Reverse. Bosch.
Roberta doing a good back set there for Ann Bausch.
Coach Resende really mixing up his punches here.
Right.
Now sending in Drusilla Felix. That, I think, is one of the hardest things to just come off the bench and serve.
That's right, the nerves, you can just imagine. No, sir, no nerves there.
That saved it nicely, blocked, but kept in play. Carly. Gilbert Meyer says, my fault.
Here's a timeout.
Too close, and that's why Coach Cabrera. She went under the ball. She went a bit under the ball. She knew it.
Copertura, dobbiamo continuare a coprire, dobbiamo continuare a difendere, mi raccomando, dai!
Bora, bora!
The second day of competition in the classification run of the FIVB Women's Club World Championship 2016. This is Seb Sarmenta with Chicky Pablo coming to you from the Mall of Asia Arena in Manila, the Philippines. Here's Dick. To the Filipino audience, you're wondering why I keep saying Manila, the Philippines, is because we do have an international compliment, and of course in an internet era, you know that people here, there, and everywhere are watching in some form.
Good take up there.
Oh yes.
Fabris getting that ball in between the blockers.
And Fabris has been the leading producer
Yes.
for Pomi,
Yes, she's the go-to person of Pomi.
whether it's in the middle or from the open area.
Right.
Ooh! And it is
That was smart move from Fabris because she just brushed that ball off the hands of the blockers of Rexona-Sesc.
You know, Coach Retezente is saying, hit it back, don't just touch it when you're blocking. Here's a set. Gabi. Well, have you noticed in the games, they still do the cross-court shot with power.
Yes.
In our game, we don't do that too much anymore. Seem to be preoccupied with the quick and the combinations. Oh, inside!
The combination of Fabris and Gibemeyer in front is working so well for them that they know the timing of the blocks. They are reading the attacks of Rexona well. Look at that. They're so close to each other and no ball could get through.
And did you see that huddle? Gibemer's hands
Right.
are so long, she could embrace the other 5 members of her team in one hug. Look at this.
A misreceive there, frustrating the setter, Roberta.
Roberta Ratzke has had their problems in this set. Kept in play.
Good setup. You know, Roberta had to run after that ball, but it was a good setup for Gabby. And, you know, when Gabby does her take-off and her arm swing, look at this, look at the height. Look at the arm swing of Gabby. She just angled that in, avoiding the blockers.
And De Rossi said, I am all alone on this planet. Will nobody help me? But she was left in that scenario. Oh. The coach was asking for a double. Yep, maybe so. That's the correct call.
Yeah, that was a fast call there from our first referee.
And that was a lift. And it is a setter's ball. You cannot push the ball up and hold on to it too long.
That's right.
23-18 is the tally here. Rexona not yet done. Faulty reception there, but they managed to put up a free ball. Roberta, Gabi, 2 straight points.
Look, Gabby, when she attacks the ball, she attacks it so fast that the middle blocker is just on her way to be established to block the cross-court hit of Gabby. Look at this. You see how late Gibemeyer was? That's why Gabby's ball went through. She was just so fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on super slow-mo already, and Gabi is still so fast.
Right.
Look at this. It's so hard to bring her team, the Pomi team, to match, to set point. Ciresi. Ima says, gotcha. Fabris. Roberta says, I gotcha. Here's a push. She hesitated. It becomes an offensive opportunity, but it's kept in the air. Roberta goes to Gabi, who pushes him over. No chance to strike. Here comes the attack. It is a check ball, and there so.
Durozzi stopping that long rally, leading her team. Well, she's a team captain, leading by example there. Powerful hit. And you know, it was high, and that's why the defense, the floor defense of Rexona really didn't know whether she was going to hit that ball or not. I mean, receive that ball or not.
Here we go with Gimama Meyer, and that is a problem. Is that inside?
Yes, it is. Hits the Gabby, hits that ball to zone 1.
And we work with the serve of Monique.
Perfect volleyball needs to be played.
And Monique Babao unable to knock it in. It is a 25-20 second set in favor of Pomi Casalmaggiore. Take that long walk to the other side of the floor. A sides exchange here. And look at this. 25-17, 25-20. Set count is all even Steven. A better, sounder, and more fluid game by Pomi Casalmaggiore in that second set.
Yes, totally different Pomi from the Pomi Casalmaggiore team that we saw yesterday and in the first set. This time, they were more relaxed. They knew it seemed like they played as a team this second set. They were able to run away from Rexona. Rexona's hits didn't really bother them because the blocks were well established by Pomi Casalmaggiore. And Rexona had a difficult time stopping the balls of Pomi because their blockers were late. And they had a few balls that did, you know, the setter had a hard time putting up. And you see here again, amazing. Blocks, attacks are the same, errors are the same, but the blocking made the difference. Look at that. 4-0, and a service ace also from Pomi. And the set ended at 25-20, and that's where the points came from.
Set count is at 1 apiece in this match. If you just joined us, 25-17 was the count in the first, and 25-20 in the second. Here are friends of Pomi, Ultra Fun Family of the Game, presented to you by PLDT Home Volterra 699. Pinakaabot kaya ang internet ng pamilya. You know, when a sports league goes around the world, there's bound to be a small community somewhere supporting that team. There's a small Italian community in the Philippines, or there's a small Japanese community in Greece, and a huge Filipino community in the United States.
Definitely.
Every Filipino has a relative in the United States.
That's right.
In the meantime, third set underway. Sevserman, the Chicky Pablo here for this presentation of the FIVB Women's Club World Championships here at the Mall of Asia Arena in Manila, the Philippines.
And Bosch, when she hit that ball, it wasn't really a strong one, but it was placement. That's what earned them that point.
And Bosch, look at her facial expression.
I know, she was like saying, no, I'm doing two.
Here's Lucia. She was neutralized really in the game yesterday, but she's coming to play here today. Oh, that was a deceptive play. That just fizzled out on the other end.
That's right. It was a slow ball and it was quite high, but the floor defense, like Fabris, look at the frustration in their face. You know, they were waiting for a hard ball coming from Rexona, and they were just deceived that time.
And those of you who have played this game, you know in your heart, I can get to it.
Yes.
It is so playable.
That's right.
Why did we not move? Here comes Fabris with a push. Gabby, she is a firecracker.
She can control that ball from wherever she stands. I mean, look at this. There goes that setup by De Silva. Look at the elevation.
And the way she twisted her hand.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
The way she twisted her hand to find the open
Yes.
spot.
Smart.
Tirossi. Here's Gibbermeyer. Here's Roberta with the set. Pushes it to a great height. Not too high, not too low. Here's the ding by Lucia. Attack from the middle by Gabby. She's caught. It is a push, and it lands in pair territory.
You know, Monique Pavao really just saved that ball because it was not in her comfort zone at all. But when she saved that ball, it seemed a little awkward, but hey, it earned the point.
Rexona RSC just jumping out in front out of the gate, 4-0 here. Ice cold start by the Italian side.
Good
Roberta,
save.
what a great hook that time. Carly trying to be playful. Olivieri getting to it. Caught in the water. That's the crowd movement.
That, again, was a big wall to go to. I mean, Monique really has to find a way when she sees those double blockers from Pomi. You know, when you've got Gibbermeyer in front, find a way to get that ball through.
First point of Pomi Casalmaggiore. Here's Roberta in her set. De Silva foiled. Ciresi gets it. I love that. Immaculata. It's not Immaculada, but Immaculata. Here's Carly. Lucia got it.
Lucia Bossetti. That was a strong hit. Strong hit from her. You know,
I am free. There are no handcuffs today.
look at that. You know, she was born to parents who both played volleyball and are now coaches. And that's why you can see the technique coming from her parents, I would assume.
And look at the jump. The elevation. Oh, look at this. After being down 4-0, there is a 3 straight point cluster by Pomi Casalmaggiore.
Something that you don't see every day with Fabi misreceiving.
Bausch. They reverse. Fabris.
Fabris really just targeting Fabi Oliveira.
You can tell from her eyes, she's tending to center Carly in this ultra-fast flight presented to you by PLDT, Mobile Terra Plan 699 na pinakabot kayang internet ng pamilya. Give it to me. I'm smoking. Carly.
Again, they target the libero. Whoa!
Libero contra libero situation there. And they were hoping that Ima Ciresi could push it up, but she was unable to do. She had already fallen. Watch this.
There goes Adbausch. What elevation. And, you know, the blockers were there. You can't stop a hit from Adbausch with a single blocker. You need 2 blockers for her.
It was a positioning problem for Ciresi more than the hands. Her hands were in the right place. It's her stance that was just slightly off. Oh, Ciresi unable to handle it and send it airborne. And look at this. After getting mired in mud, Rexona moves in front again by 2.
You know, the coverage of Pomi was there, but the retort of those blockers from Rexona was just so fast.
What better way to waste a momentum builder than to waste her serve? And Boston says, well, life goes on.
So let's see how she's gonna make up for that error.
That's on the line.
Wow, and you would think that you'd have solid blockers in front when Gabby hits that ball, but the blockers seem to be not in place.
And there's a challenge of that last play. This feels okay. Let's watch this. It's on
It's
the line.
inside.
It's on the line.
No doubt about it.
The music being played for the challenge makes you feel like you're watching the movie Jaws.
Yeah. It's exciting.
For those of you who did not watch the movie, have not seen it yet,
Because
please
that was
watch it.
in the 70s.
Yeah. That's why I'm making that clear. My age being revealed now. 7-5 is the tally here. De Rossi gets it to go high. Fires that southwest shot of hers, but it's a bit too long.
Yeah, she was under the ball when she hit that. That's why the ball went out.
Valentina De Rossi is now replaced. See a player we did not see in action yesterday. This is Lucia Bakti, number 1. Eight-5 tally here. The Chinese referee is asking now who is the captain on the floor because De Rossi was the captain. Serving play. Long.
Yeah, you know, I saw that it was floating high and it wasn't going down when it crossed. So I really assumed that it was going to go long. And it did. Lucia Baki in the front row. I saw her during warm-up time, and when she hit the ball, it was scary. So let's see if she can contribute immediately to Pomi.
Roberta with her set. Blocked. Blocked. Ivanovic elated.
And why not? You know, in Italy, she's nicknamed the wall. So it's really difficult to go up against the wall.
And it's a check ball. Now power against power is being displayed here. Problem with the set there. Roberta adjusts. Monique, too long.
There was no check ball. And, you know, Monique also knew that because she didn't even try to say touch. There's check, nothing.
Squared up at 8. Lauren Givermeyer. Roberta. Playable. Carly sends it airborne. Goes to Fabris. And look at this. Fabris, you're here. This is where you're going to block me. I
That's
will
right.
not slam it against you.
That's why it became an off the block point.
And look at this. The lead has been taken by Pomi. They mean business.
Isso aí. Bola alta, atrasar e baixar o braço. Voltamos antes. Segunda coisa, seguinte. A gente consegue fazer 2 saques seguidos, certo? Vou dar uma impressão. Aí que abre 4 pontos, aí vai ali, aí toma isso aqui, a besteira ali. Gosta de aqui, não baixa pra baixo, tô chegando fechando. Roberta, passe melhor. E um duplo o tempo inteiro. Passe ali, a grandona ajuda. Chegando pra cima de você. Chega aqui. É, aqui,
You know, the early lead was enjoyed by Rexona-Sesc, and he saw things clearly at that point. Then all of a sudden, this team in, is it Pusha or Pink?
It looks pink to me.
It's Pink to everybody, therefore, meaning to say they caught fire and they have now taken the lead at 9-8.
The first
Yabama,
ball.
yeah, hops off the blockers.
You know, when you've got a good first ball and you set up a Gabby in the open, well, you can almost be sure that the point's going to be earned.
Here's Monique. Off speed. Nice roll over that time. Quick. Oh, Oliveira got to it. Oliveira knew exactly what they wanted to do. Lucia.
The blockers of Rexona knew that that ball, that setup was going to go to Fabris. And so they were there right when the ball was about to be hit and
Watch
perfect
this.
block.
It seemed like, okay, we know you're going down the line. We kind of sense where you're going here. Setup job. No, it's too long that time for Sia Baki.
It was a good combination play, though.
It is a challenge.
Yes. Because they're saying that there was a touch. I don't think there's a touch.
No.
There. It's too high. The ball was too high.
11-9. How many challenges are you allowed?
2.
Per set?
Yes. If you are successful in your challenge, then you still keep the 2 challenges. But if you are not successful in those challenges, then you lose a challenge.
Gabi. Lucia. The other Lucia. Boy, she has power. Perhaps too much.
Too much power at this time, and she's frustrated.
We're going to have a discussion required by Coach Caprara of the Pomi side.
Quando ne ha visto oggi a video, si spostano tutti e tu non puoi tirare a chiudere, perché accorgi che sei lontano dalla palla, giochi la spingi contro il muro e basta. Ok? Mi raccomando ragazzi, perché sulla gestione dei colpi d'attacco abbiamo fatto delle robe da manuale, bisogna continuare.
It must be interesting, challenging, and definitely it's at times frustrating if you're an international player that you really have to learn the language.
Yeah.
I guess so. It can't be all just body language. Oh, nice shot.
And that was coming from the back line. You know, it seemed like, because of the trajectory of the hit, you would think that it was from a front line.
And
The setup.
Yeah, Busetti said, watch the ball, then watch me. 12-10 as Fabris will serve. Loaded, but neutralized.
Good coverage.
That is Ruth. Neutralized again.
Wow, the wall displaying her abilities. Stevanovic really wants this set.
Tomorrow I'm going to visit Intramuros. They say it's been quite a wall. It's been around since the Spanish era. It has a moat which can protect an entire city. I'm going to check it out on our free time. In the meantime, just to see my relatives. In the meantime, that is inside, and it's a 2-point lead for Rexona.
Great play there by Rexona-Sesc, a combination play. Those are the plays, my favorite plays to see, combination ones, because it's so difficult to block those.
You end up watching it when you're on the other side. In the meantime, that serve is
long.
Too much mustard on that hot dog. 13 to 12. Rexona hanging on to a slim lead. They cannot wiggle out of this persistent Pomi team. Here's a push. Oh, battle at the net. Carly says, I've had enough, but let's go this way. Lucia, she is not being jammed as much as she was jammed yesterday.
That's right. And, you know, I thought that ball was going to go long, but it hit the arm of Gabby. There goes that high ball, a setup from their libero. See, I thought it was going to go long.
So the shuffling of the people has helped the Pomi side. Here's an attack by Monique in the middle. A little too much catch up on that one.
Yeah, you know, that's also very strategic. Substitutions, timeouts, very strategic for the coaches to make.
It's like a chess game you play with the other side. It's a battle of position and material.
There's a challenge for block touch. No, there's a wide gap between the blockers of Pomi.
I think you can fill up that empty space with the entire land area of Brazil.
Big gap there.
Baki.
Yeah.
Nice touch, nice defensive measure there. Counter attack. It is a check ball though.
There's a check ball. Good technique there. And Bausch working on the blockers to get the point. But they're saying, look at how Stefanovic and Carly Lloyd are saying that there was no touch.
I think they celebrated too early. You know, Cabana might be out of challenging it in this tournament to not have those, the old mandatory technical timeouts. That is out. That is out.
Too long. It seems really now that the attackers of Rexona-Sesc are having a difficult time getting that ball in.
Yeah, there seem to be and there's too much. No, there's a challenge now. Too much anxiety over each attempt.
Challenge is whether the ball is in or out.
You know, you actually hear the voice over here. Let us see if the challenge is right.
It's outside.
It is outside. With that kind of music, you feel one day this will be done.
That's right.
You actually hear the voice of Morgan Freeman.
Right.
One day we will find out if this is going to be in or out.
Maybe you should do that the next time around.
Let's try it. Let's try it.
Okay.
17-14 counts. Stefanovic.
Oh! Yes, sir! Amazing. That ball just went too fast because Rexona-Sesc didn't see it coming.
And it is now a 4-point lead.
They gain confidence here and they're going down. Oh, serve. No, 9 mistakes, 1 mistake for them in serve. And we're not doing advantage. We're doing nada no serve. Saque arruma no ódio. Abre um 3 de frente, ela abre um 4, 5 de frente de novo.
Abre na frente, ela não saque. Elas buscam. Agora elas não entregam pra gente.
You know, Coach Resende speaks no Dutch, but speaks English. And if you've been to Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, everybody speaks English there. You just ask anybody, you're lost, and you will most likely be lost in that little town because it's a complex city of different small streets. In the meantime, he was talking to Bosch specifically. We need you right now. We need your production. That's why. Oh, that's check ball.
Whoa.
That's okay.
So sorry. That check ball went to us.
Yeah.
And I wasn't looking.
Yeah. Okay. So volleyball. We've been hit before.
Yeah. Many times.
18-15 count here.
It seems like
Coach Zed is having a problem with the lineup he has on the floor.
right.
Time.
And I think he can't call for another challenge because he's used up
I
2
think
challenges.
that's Coach Cabrera. Yes, I think he's out of them. But this is still not yet safe. Fabris is caught.
De Silva with a solid block there. And why not celebrate it, right? You need the energy level to go up.
Yep, which has dipped substantially over the last 3 points for Rexona. Now, if you are Pomi and you want to take the set, you need to stop here.
Right. You can't give them another point.
Oh. I love the way the cross court is being used, not to go to the back row, but to the front line.
Yeah, the target is the front line. Such an angled hit there and a strong one at that.
You have to get so much height there to be able to control it. In the meantime, check ball clearly so. It will become 17-20 here.
You know, even if Gabby was coming from behind, the blockers of Pomi were there because they knew that her hits are going to be strong. And sure enough, it went off the blockers.
A new face is on the floor. Number 5, that is Regis Diaz for the Rexona side. Here's the attack, Fabris. He really hits very strong. Ooh. In a tossing exchange, Fabris looking for an angle. Oh, she got it.
Fabris, you know, her hits are so strong that it seems like Rexona-Sesc's blockers couldn't really contain it.
I agree.
Look at that setup.
And Fabris is using the blocks to ricochet her
That's right.
spikes.
That's right. That's how they're getting the point.
Airborne, Roberta, Lucia, and the other Lucia. Roberta. Oh, Olivieri keeping it alive. Power, too much.
Too much power in Gabby's hit there. And you can see Pomi, you know, joining in the middle of the court, and they're really encouraging each other to come on and finish the set.
You know, Italians are known worldwide for their being expressive with their hands. I noticed they were asking, as that is scored, the coaches, aside from Coach Caprara, they were asking for a double touch, and their hands were all flying in the air. But in the meantime, this was too good.
Too good. I mean, De Silva really hitting that ball almost to the front line.
You know, that shot is like a curtain opener. Excuse me. Nice change of pace. Oh, she got it.
Smart move by Baki. When she took off to hit that ball, it seemed like she was going to hit that ball really hard. And then in midair, she changes her mind and targets zone 6. Look at that roll shot.
Since you don't like to approach me, she seemed to be saying, I will drop it in front of you. And look at this, Pomi inching closer to set point. Lucia. One more. That is cooked up well, but it is recoiled.
You know, did you see how Carly Lloyd really distributed her sets? First, she gave it to Baki, and then she goes for a back set. And that's why the blockers of Rexona were left guessing who the next attacker was going to be.
You know, ever since Baki came in and Tirossi sat down, somehow Pomi became a little more stabilized.
Oh!
But they release the serve and they lose one set point.
And now Rexona-Sesc has to play perfect volleyball.
Because they have to chase 6 set points here.
That's right. That's a good first ball.
Nice punch. Nice pick up. Oh, the serve does it so well. Patty cake, where are you?
That's a good comeback there. And look at this. They go for that setup. It gets blocked. I mean, gets received by Baki, but it was a misreceived, almost a gift. And then instead of hitting it hard, just tips it over. Earns that point.
Si Resi was saying, I can get to it. I know
Yeah,
it.
it's just a tad late.
1 inch. Here comes a set. Thomas. This set is a part of the colorful history of the FIVB, and it belongs to Pomi, Casalmaggiore, and they are in the lead. Oh boy, look at the way this was done. More great volleyball coming your way. The fourth set coming up. If you've been following that third set, it was actually Rexona that jumped out of the gate quickly with a 4-0 lead.
Yes, and Pomi Casalmaggiore did not give up. Their energy level wasn't down. They moved together as a team. They were able to come up with a string of points. Look at that. From Stevanovic, from Fabris, Carly Lloyd, doing a good job distributing those sets, whether it was an underhand or an overhand set. And when Baki came in to replace Pirozzi, well, there was just a different kind of energy inside the court. Even though Baki, in the first few moments when she was in, delivered some errors, well, she made it up in the last parts of the set where it really mattered. And look at this. Because Pomi Casalmaggiore was doing a good job in their receptions and their attacks, they really forced errors to be committed by Rexona-Sesc. The attacks 2 points, service aces 2 against 0. That's something that's big as well. And Rexona-Sesc, I think what they should do now is really to just calm down, get their groove again, and communicate inside the court, because they had it a few moments ago in that last set, and then they kind of lost it, and they ended up just defending, not anymore attacking.
Yep, I agree. In the meantime, fourth set is underway, and the energy, the momentum is on the side of Pomi.
And when you get the first point, that's very important for the team. You kind of get the groove right away.
Absolutely.
That was so strong. Baki could not do anything with it. I mean, she just fell on the floor trying to receive that ball. And there were no blockers. Look at that.
Oh, look at the extension.
Wow.
That was not even full swing. because it was a bit of a quick, so
Yes.
not full extension, so that she matched the height of the ball with her jump. Nice tip. Well tracked down. Here's the push. Bosch didn't strike. It's in the air. Monique. Noisy game.
Again, that was a good cut shot there from Fabris. Big smiles on their faces. Gibba Meyer talking to her teammates saying, come on, let's go, get this set done.
Let's get this win. Let's take care of business here. Monique, they're going to her almost exclusively now. And that's tied the fourth set.
Yeah, this time around, Monique gets that point with an off-the-block hit. She was prepared for those blockers, knew how to hit that ball.
Off the block. And that's bounced upon cleanly.
And Rexona did not expect that. I think they were expecting a 1-2-3 defense. And, well, Gibby Meyer just hit that ball in a 1-2.
Did not waste one extra pass.
Right.
He pounced it in quickly. And it is a 1-point lead by Pomi as they have the serve. Ooh, that is loaded. Gabby firing at with everything she had there. Olivieri. Push. Gotcha! Gotcha!
Stevanovic with a good comeback there. And look at the coach of Rexona,
He
Coach
seems to be
Resende.
saying, why are you
What's going on?
giving it to the blocker? Overpower the blocker.
That's right.
And Gavin Meyer, she has played extremely well here. Monique, or rather Gabby. Roberta. Oh, Bosch.
That's it. And Bausch from the back. It seemed, you know, her arm swing and her height really made a lot of difference in that hit.
De Silva.
Irritated
Not the
with
time.
herself. Yeah.
Not the time to be making those errors.
Right.
Fabris.
Oh, wow.
boy. The unexpected ace. Thank you for the early Christmas gift. Coach Resente is saying, what is happening to us today?
So now let's see how Ann Bausch is going to make up for that error. Targets her again.
Oh! That is caught by Stevanovic.
You know, when Fabris served that ball, she targeted Ann Bausch. There was a good reception there, or a pass, but Stevanovic stopped the attack immediately.
Se concentralizada, boa aqui, ela veio com tudo aqui. Dá uma sentidinha na menina. Dá uma sentidinha na menina.
Our director painting such beautiful pictures on his easel, which is your TV screen. And we hope you're enjoying the action from the FIVB Women's Club World Championship here in Manila. As Gabby uncorks and delivers.
Good combination there, set up by Roberta. In that last timeout, Coach Vicente was giving her instructions, you know, instructions of coming up with new and, you know, unpredictable plays. Now she takes a seat
bit of a shuffle in the lineup, and the setter is replaced here.
Camila Dao will now be the setter.
Yeah. Camila Dao is wearing, I think, number 7. There she is. Also, number 6 is on the floor. Justin Barreto is still there. This is kept in the air. Now, this is an ice-cold set of players on the floor, huh? Let's see what they can do. Given this, Olivieri. She's like a punching bag, but she fights back. Nice. Oh, that is caught.
Good reflexes
Yes.
there. Oh! And Becky gets that ball through the blockers.
You are underestimating me. Do not underestimate me. And this is a battle here as we uncork an ultra-fast spike presented to you by PLDT Home Terra Plan 699, ang pinaka-abot kayang internet ng pampamilya.
Now, Fabris also, credit to her because that was a good setup for Becky.
And Becky has played a brilliant role here coming off bench. Did not play yesterday.
Yes, she did not play yesterday. This is the first time that we see her on the floor.
Guimares. Gabby Guimares. That is out.
You know, she also changed her service because yesterday she would go for a real good jump serve, and in that first serve of hers, it was not the same serve. But it looks like now, oh, she's gonna opt for the new service.
Ooh.
Now they're raking in the points.
Yep, they're inching in closer. 2 straight points now by Rexona.
Gabby is opting for the more sure serve. Yesterday, her services were jump serves, and they were really strong, but it just limited her to 2. Look at that. Look at how her short services are getting the points.
They're back.
They're back.
Per cui possiamo tranquillamente usare il bag laterale o un palletto. Ok, tira pure delle cannelle sulle mani. Dai.
Siamo raga, ci siamo!
Ehi, siamo avanti, eh? Siamo lì,
Dai,
eh?
dai, dai! Ehi!
Non devo errare.
Chegamos no jogo, bora!
And this is a great comeback by Rexona. They are capitalizing on the serve of Gabby here. And look at this. Coming off the bench to contribute the second stint on the floor of Elo Pereira.
It seems like Gabby has raked in 4 points already from
Off
the
the serve,
service
yeah.
service zone.
Set. Drop. Olivieri. This is so hard. As Carly says, why did they catch it? That is caught, but it is out.
Pomi Casalmaggiore seems to be having a difficult time containing the hits of Rexona because their blocks are not working for them right now. The ball's going out.
And Coach Rezende has issued in a pair or a 3 of fresh legs on the floor.
Right. Because if the first two sets, the mix of players don't work, go use the others.
Get some
And you know, in that last play, I thought there was an error even committed by Fabris and Becky because both of them went to get that second or third ball, and well, it earned them the point. And it was a simple, simple pass.
Rexona is still in the lead though, 9-10 as 9 serves against 10. Ooh, that was tough for Oliviera. That's a whip. Oh, punch.
And you know how Bausch did it. She went through the smaller blocker, and that's Carly Lloyd. Smart play there. There goes that setup. There's Carly, and she goes through Carly.
And Fabrice could not put a hand on it. It was too fast. 2-point lead by Rexona. Down in the set count, 2-1.
That's a good first ball.
That is caught. Siresi making the set too long.
That was too high. But Pomi is almost sure that there was a touch. So they call for a challenge.
Oh, it's been a while since we had a challenge.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why they took out the technical timeout also.
For the challenges,
For the
right?
challenges, so that you don't waste an up.
Yeah, the ball is too high.
Rexona still ahead. Attack.
That was a solid block.
That-
Solid block from Rexona.
Return to sender. Guerra is coming back in this time. Pull out Lucia. Bossetti. Barreto and her serve. It is alive.
Wow. Smart move from the Silva. You thought that she was just going to set up that ball to another teammate and then she dumps it. Unexpected.
And Carol seems to be saying, please don't forget me. I'm still very much around.